Starting. Okay, good. Now we're here. Hello, everyone. And we hope that you've had an awesome Tuesday.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Educator Suite, where we are tonight going to discuss a great topic, a topic that I think all leaders should really be a part of, as it's important for growth, it's important for sustainability. It's important for impact. It's important for change. Um, so, I just think that this is a good overall topic, and I'm so happy to have Bola dive in. But I'm going to be official and start off right. Welcome to Teacher Talk Tuesdays, where we celebrate and discuss everything related to education. I am the Education Messiah, also the CEO and founder of Reading for Smiles and the Educator Suite. And tonight, my lovely co-host, Ms. Bola Disu Alaya, president and founder of Learning Leaders International. Let me not forget that. Let me let y'all know. International is here to join us. Bola, introduce yourself.
So hi, my name is Bola Disu. And yes, I am founder of Learning Leaders International. My company is actually one that facilitates staff development. We're really into just instructional leadership as well as overall leadership within the school, and with a focus on teachers and school leaders. So staff development is what our specialty is, and tonight one of the topic that we are going to speak about is really close to my heart and close to the heart of my company, because as Yane had as you point out, Yane, I mean, leadership is really important, and if we learn how to up-level our leadership skills, it definitely helps with sustainability. And I just think that, yeah, it's a really good topic that we're touching on tonight. So I am very, very excited about sharing my experiences, both, personal experiences as well as empirical experiences. That means me going out in the field and actually observing other leaders exemplify these habits, and also reading up on effective leadership. So I'm hoping that there are some nuggets that the people that listen in can get, and this way they can, start these practices as soon as tomorrow.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
As soon as tomorrow.
Yes, as soon as tomorrow. Yeah.
Just give me a minute, because, well, you don't have to give me a minute. I am just trying to make sure that if I can get back onto the phone line, that I can jump back on while we're in the middle of this.
Okay.
Let me just look. Okay. Can't see what I'm looking for at the moment. So I'm going to go back and we'll start, and I'll try to play the recording or do this other tech stuff.
Okay.
Leader with multitasking.
Right.
So with tonight, we are jumping in on the 7 effective leaders, right? Or
like 7 habits.
7 habits of instructional leaders.
Yes.
So let me tell you, I was researching, I'm always researching and reading somewhere. And Forbes had their own list of what they felt the 8 characteristics of effective school leaders are and should represent.
Right.
And I was like, Forbes, really? Why? What would make you guys? Okay? So I'm just going to read a couple, and then I want to hear from you, obviously.
Right.
Your take is on it, because who put this list together as an educator, which we always have going on in our field, right? We have a lot of people who are outside of the field commenting on things that's happening in the field.
Right.
But when we look at leadership, we still know that there's certain qualities and essential characteristics that shape these leaders.
Exactly.
So, they put the leaders, school leaders, should be consistent and have high expectations and are very ambitious for the success of their pupils.
Okay.
That's their first one.
Right.
Their second point is that they consistently demonstrate that disadvantage need not be a barrier to achievement. So in other words, let's not look at what we don't know how to do or what we don't have, but let's continue with the overall goal in mind. Then they said they focus relentlessly on improving teaching and learning with very effective professional development of all staff.
Mm-hmm.
They say they are expert at assessment and the tracking of pupil progress with appropriate support and intervention based upon detailed knowledge of individual pupils.
Right.
And they say they are highly inclusive, having complete regard for the progress and personal development of every pupil. They say that, or did I say that already? I'm sorry if I repeated myself. They develop individual students through promoting rich opportunities for learning, both within and out of the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
They cultivate a range of partnerships, particularly with parents, business, and the community to support pupil learning and progress.
Right.
And their last point is they are robust and rigorous in terms of self-evaluation and data analysis with clear strategies for improvement.
Right.
I love number 8.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love all of them. I think that
Right.
for somebody who may not be an educator or whatever, I don't know who this guy is. I want to look him up a little bit further. But they are robust and rigorous in terms of self-evaluation.
Yes.
We have brought this up time and time again together.
Right.
Teacher Talk Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I love, and respect the fact of you taking it to a whole nother level within your studies of the PhD form of teacher reflection.
Yes.
Because without the reflection, how can we grow?
That's right.
You understand? So that's Forbes' take. Oh, excuse me. My eyes. That's Forbes' take on it. Talk to me about, let's dive deep on your first essential habit that you feel comes to the table as someone who was a school leader, someone who was a teacher, someone who's handled who's built with parents.
Right. So I'm going to just start to preface this by saying that a lot of the key habits that I'm going to be talking about actually come from John's book, John Maxwell, the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And I want to say that book really has helped me a lot when it comes to really identifying myself as a leader and really trying to establish who I'm trying to become in the process when it comes to leadership. As you mentioned, the Forbes did have that list. And what I want to say is that there are universal principles, right? When it comes to leadership, there are just certain principles that it doesn't matter what kind of leader you are in any stream of influence. It doesn't matter if it's business, ministry, school. There are just certain principles that one must acquire, to become to be a leader, right? Or to be a successful leader. Mm-hmm. That being said, along with those principles are practices. So the practices might be different. So in other words, the way you exemplify these characteristics might be different within the context of where you work, right? But again, speaking to the principles are universal. So I say that because when I started reading John's book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, and I will say that I have the book and I have the workbook. I love the workbook because it allowed me to be reflective when it comes to the questions that they ask at the end of the text of each law, because he has 21. So what I did was I condensed the 21 to 7. And the reason why I say 7 is because some of them kind of like overlapped, and some of them I just felt like it could be included with the main ones. But again, it's what spoke to me. So somebody else who reads this book may be able to pick out other laws that they feel, exemplifies leadership. So again, The first one is, like John would say, the law of the lid. Like, I feel like, and the law of the lid just means, like you had mentioned, always growing, right? Like do not have a cap to your growth. As a leader, that is number one. Leaders, effective leaders, they don't focus just on the skill, which is their craft, but they focus on their personal growth as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they know the importance of, okay, I'm always going to be that lifelong learner. If I don't know something, I'm going out there to find out, because I am just, as we always talk about this, Yanni, an organization, a school, whatever, is only as strong as its leadership. Mm-hmm. So as John had even pointed out in the book, and I thought, and that was an aha moment, that if you're an 8, don't think that your people are going to be any higher than that 8. You know what I mean? I mean, so you are always going to have to keep growing so that your people, your staff, in this case, your staff, because we're talking about school, can grow as well. So you have to model what that lifelong learning is. So never stop growing, right? They always assume, those leaders always assume the responsibility of being that lifelong learner, again, in their personal growth and their professional growth. And when I talk about professional growth, it's your skills, it's the policies and maybe any curriculum or things like that. But when I talk about personal growth, and I'm going to talk about, for me, one of the challenge was when I became a leader, was that I knew, the basic policies that were accepted in the school and all of that stuff, the technical side of my job. But when it came to my personal growth, I really had to learn more about how to develop my people, right? So it's not just you leading, but you're also developing them as you're leading them. I think too many times we see ourselves as leaders and we put ourselves in that one box of, I'm leading someone somewhere. That's nice, but are you looking back to see how they are developing as a result of your leadership? And so for me, one of those things that I had challenged was listening. I had to develop my listening skills, because sometimes, and we all know that when you think about listening to someone, you're always listening to possibly respond, right? So I had to learn to just really listen in the moment with my staff or whoever I'm speaking to, so that I can hear their perspective and understand what it is that I need to do as a leader to help them move forward. So that was one of the things that I needed to develop as a leader. So that's that personal growth thing. So yeah, I would say, and another thing also, which I would say that leaders should do as far as their own growth plan, is to seek coaching and mentorship. Please do not try to do this by yourself. I mean, I was in a situation where, as a leader, I needed that. But of course, you don't know what you really need, right? Until you're out of it and you think, oh, wow, if only I had someone to talk to. And I'm telling you, I had good friends like you, Yanni. I mean, you were an encourager, right? So you always used to tell me, Bola, grow in the role, honey, grow in the role. And that was great. You were always there. But you need someone who's not only going to encourage you toward your future, right? Because you always saw something in me and you always believed in me, but also someone who can coach you in the moment of what you're going through in the moment, so that you can be better in the moment for your staff. Yeah. And so that, to me, is very, very important. Yes, you need your encouragers. Yes, you need your cheerleaders, but you also need someone who's going to coach you on what you're doing presently, right? So that you can be better for your staff. That is important, and your families and the students. So again, coaching, mentorship, and when you're getting mentored, make sure it's by someone who you're trying to emulate. So it's not, someone who you aspire to be like, is what I would suggest.
service is provided by free conference call.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, I lost connection, so I apologize.
Okay.
Something, our whole, hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said there was an error loading your app. What app?
Oh, I don't know.
This thing is saying an app. Did you try to, Bola, where are you?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you see me?
Do you see yourself?
Yeah. Because it just went black. It just went blank.
No, I don't see you anymore.
I'm here. Hold on. I'm right here. See? I'm here. You can't see me?
Yeah, you're appearing.
Maybe we should
Nope,
just.
I can only hear you.
Oh, well, I don't know. Because I can see myself. Because it just went black. It just went
give me
dark.
1 second. I'm trying to work out what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I just turned turn your camera off. Excuse us all as we are working out our technical difficulties.
Is it working now?
And no, I still don't see you. Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Can you see me?
I can.
Wow. Okay, now your picture just came up. So that's one step of progress. But it's not you.
And my picture came up, but it's not me. Oh, girl. I think we need to stick to the phone call. Stick to the phone call. Let's just stick to the phone call. Oh.
It's the control room. Bola, you there?
Can you see me now?
Can you hear me? Hear you?
I think it was probably my internet.
I think it was mine too. Because I had to reset my plug.
We should stick to the phone call.
And then you said something about an app. Did you try to do an app?
No. And now I can't hear you.
I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Did you record it? Because for some reason, I don't know. We're going to probably have to...
It's still recording.
We're going to probably have to do a do-over.
Yeah, I'm definitely...
yeah.
But it looks like YouTube may have even stopped where we...
Yeah. Well, it still says live, so I'm not...
Because I was able to jump right back in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because we're still broadcasting. I was trying to also get the phone.
Because this, it breaks up too much. We're going to have to record. We're going to have to re-record
as we work through these kinks.
Yeah, I don't think I like Google Hangout. Oh, God. Oh, this thing.
Sorry, everyone. We are trying to figure out what went wrong with us, and we'll probably have to do this again, and we'll call the next video 7 Habits of Effective Instructional Leaders Part 2. So just give me 1 second and we'll be right back.